Ladies and gentlemen, the time we have literally waited since launch is finally about to happen. In the next patch, we are finally going to have brand new stock in Tiago's inventory. I don't know what to say other than I am fucking kidding because we all know that's never going to happen. It's your boy Godified. Let's get into this. Alright, so this is what we need. Um, we need a lot of things to make this game a little bit more fluid and, let's just say, push things away from the one-sided, lopsided, regurgitated meta that does nothing but plague YouTube. So, first I want to start off with this question that they asked about the duplication thing that they have implemented into the drops. Remove it. It's garbage. It is trash. You keep implementing stupid shit that is just overly fucking redundant and it's not needed. Firstly, get rid of it. Take every piece of gear, remove the options of static rolls on legendaries so that every legendary piece of gear has a chance to roll outside of its current algorithm, its current, stats that come off on the top. Don't change the mods. You can change like the bottom mod, but keep the one static. Keep the top tier 3 static. Let the bottom mod change based on drop. Let the 3 top stats change on drop. That would be a huge quality of life. People would then be able to change out if they got, per se, a pair of gloves for an Akari. They don't need the head if they already had the head and broke it down for the mod. They won't need it again. If they accidentally got the head and broke it down, or it got broken down some other point, and they have the mod but they just don't have what's needed, boom, there you go. Because now the gloves will have a chance to roll with anomaly and whatever other stats they're looking for, instead of rolling with health. These people are taking these rolls and these pieces and breaking them down because they're useless, and then replacing them with purples because at least purples can be rolled in variation. So, get rid of it. That'll broaden the loot pool tremendously, taking this little pool of items and expanding it and make it more, make items more sought after. Make people farm for the perfect god-rolled piece of gear. Rather than, oh, I just got my 30th Akari chest piece today. Woo. Don't know what to do with it because it doesn't fucking serve a purpose because the stats are the same. Then you have people going around farming blues and greens. Why? Because you can take those and roll those up to purples for cheaper. Max them out and go like that. So one quality of life change is very simple. Remove the static, like I said before. Leave only the bottom mod only the tier 3 mod is static because it's specific to the piece of gear. And that's it. Let everything else be rolled. Second, take the gear. like the actual gear sets, the legendary gear sets. Add a 3-piece, and a 5-piece, and a 2-piece. Put set bonuses on there based on these. If you put a 5-piece, a 3-piece, and a 2-piece, people can then mix these set bonuses together. And then you'll have more build diversity between these two options, more than you'd seen before. People would be able to then mix and match some of these actual, like, options together to make builds more powerful, to make other builds more viable, rather than just running around and doing nothing but fucking shooting a gun. Like, this game was supposed to be based off of, like, you know, build diversity. It was supposed to be made off of other different kinds of things, like the skill base. What's the point of the trees? Like the Technomancer. What's the point of the Technomancer tree if you can't run the middle tree? Because the middle tree is all health, it makes him tanky, and tankiness doesn't give you any kind of reason to, or you can't do anything with it. You can't do anything with a tanky build, and a healer isn't necessary. So there goes one skill tree. The bottom skill tree is not good on the Techno anyway, the Anomaly, because it's not going to kill things fast enough. It might get medium, or it might get gold on solo, but in teams it's not going to do anything. It's not going to be viable. You're going to have to depend on your actual gear, like your Anomaly and stuff, and if you throw down, per se, the mortar, the enemy could walk right past the mortar before it even goes off. So there goes that. It just puts you down to running in and using a gun. There goes all, about 90% of the skill tree. Gone. So what I'm saying as a quality of life will actually help build these characters to where you can then use some of these, like a 5-piece set piece for Akari. Make it to where the firewall that you cast out is a 360, so it goes around you if you have all pieces, because that's a farm by itself. And of course I'm just being hypothetical with that, but if you were to cast out your firewall ahead of you or something, and you have the 5-piece set, like you have that full 5-piece set, you should there should be some kind of incentive. There should be something there to be like, yo, that's dope. Like, I need that 5-piece set. What is it? The Trickster? The Trickster, one of the best Trickster builds in this game, is literally just purples, because everything else is dog shit sad. Everything else is garbage. The Akari, top 3. Head, chest, pants. Done. Rest of it's garbage. The Devastator, head, chest, pants. Rest of it is garbage. As of Seismic. That's it. That's all you need. There is no other stuff there. That's literally all this game revolves around. And once you have it, you're done. There is no quality of life here. But if you add a 2-piece set, now you can wear like a 2-piece of Akari, a 2-piece Lich. Ooh, think of the possibilities. Or a 5-piece Akari, or a 5-piece Lich. Or maybe a 3-piece Lich and a 2-piece Akari. There's interchanging. It's about puzzling together what you want to play as, your playstyle. This game was originally mentioned to come out with build diversity, and they said that they wanted to see what we were going to bring to the table as far as builds. And as far as I've seen, the only thing I've seen on YouTube is the same fucking regurgitated Blight Rounds build, the same other builds based off of the pyro for either a buff romancer or a nuke build, and that's it. That's it. That's all that's there. Another thing, another quality of life change. Cater to the people. These time limits, they're great. They're easy. People can get past them. People are finishing them. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. People are doing these times. Some people don't want to do the times. Some people want to have use of other builds. They want to use other builds. So you know what another thing would be? Add a horde mode. Give us a horde mode. Make it increase every round in difficulty. That way people have a reason to push through it. Every 5-10 rounds, give us a boss. Have like Moloch come in. Or have that electric dude from the very beginning in the game that we fought in the demo. You know what I mean? Have other things come in. Have that boss from the campaign come in. That big giant slug thing that we had to fight. That knocked us on our ass and fucking in the forest intro. Things like that. Bring things like this into the game. People would spend more time playing it. This would be great for people, because these times, this 15 expeditions is not enough. It's not enough. And people are already growing tired of it. Not only is the grind just becoming so excruciating to people, but the lack of content and how long it takes to put out even the most redundant and small of patches, it's killing the community. At least when Anthem was still around, the people that were working in there before they got pissed off at the community for complaining, at least they put in the work. PCF took our money and they're just like, yeah, we'll get to it when we get to it. Another quality of life. Why can't I lock my fucking items that I want to keep? Why the fuck can I not lock my items? If I want to make other builds, I should have a loadout possibility, and I should have the ability to lock items in place so I do not dismantle them. I don't even see a point to trying out other builds anymore, because I'm afraid that I'm going to end up hitting the wrong button and boom, there goes my god-rolled piece of gear. And it's stupid. Every other game that has this kind of mechanic, as far as looters, has these options. Like, I don't mean to be so negative towards PCF, but whoever you had come into your PR when talking about the options into this game and what should be implemented should have never been picked up. It literally looks like you picked up the idea team and the design team for this from Craigslist. The game is beautiful. It has its potential. But it's sad because all the options you could have done that were very blatantly out in the open, that are all possible, that people never thought of. Come on, man. And one more thing, with all the people complaining about mods this, mods that, if they wanted to completely alleviate you going in and dealing with mods, they would implement a dedicated server. Then you would not have to worry about mods leaking through from host and so forth. Because no matter what, people on PC will always have a means to mod. The only difference is right now, when they can connect over and play cross-console, if there is a peer-to-peer host, those mods will leak in. Because you are now playing off of that host's modified folders and modified files. Dedicated servers is the only way to fix it. And They won't do it because they have too much pride to admit that their system is flawed. And another quality of life before we end this: the weapons. Give shotguns more ammo. Give pistols a little bit more damage and some more mods to make pistol builds. Anyway, hope you guys liked the video. It's your boy Godified. I'm out.